Welcome to another episode of Wonderful Beauty.
Um, so thank you guys for joining us again. Today's episode is actually very special, near and dear to me. But
Mm-hmm.
before we get there, I think it's a little wild. We just saw each other 5 days ago.
Literally 5 days ago.
Literally 5 days ago. It's January 9th at the time of recording.
Mm-hmm.
And so much in the K-pop world has already started happening.
But also, so much has happened here in Texas where there's snow.
Oh, yeah. So anyone who's new, Anne and I are both from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Anne currently lives in Arlington, which is where I grew up. We both grew up, and then I live in San Antonio currently.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is about 3 months behind on winter.
Yeah, it's like currently probably like 30, upper 20s degrees. But I mean, winter for us in Texas tends to happen in January, February. So
Yeah.
kind of on track, but we are iced in. So I closed down my 2 restaurants and we were able to record on a weekday during the evening time.
Yeah. So that's why we both look very tired. We both
Yeah.
look a little rough. We're like, you know what? Let's do it on a Thursday. We're both busy this weekend. So welcome to the first episode of Wonderful Beauty After Dark.
It will not get sexy like that.
No.
It will, no. I got kids in the house.
I have expected Kevin to pop in and start playing some weird music.
It's like bow, chicka, bow, but yeah, so going back to what has happened a lot in the K-pop world, we had so many comebacks. We had BSS just came back. GOT7 is gearing up. They're coming out with so many teasers right now. Right now, they're just doing photos of the solos and the groups right now.
And they also just got their original social medias back, right?
Yes, they did, which I was super, super happy about. They already have the one that I believe would be JB, which is their leader, J-Bone,
Right.
to, I think he probably created, or maybe their, social media team created that, and they just created a whole new one, but seeing they have access to the old one too is amazing.
You also, and I want to see the records on this after we talk about this, but you've already gotten one bingo square down.
I did. Oh my god! Because first, when I saw Jisoo had like this press conference, and from the title of it, it seemed like it was like some sort of makeup or even any product brand. So I thought, oh, it can't be a drama. Then I saw her in a trailer. It was like a comedic zombie apocalypse drama show, and I was like, heck yeah, I got my first bingo one, but I'm so glad that she literally is going back to acting, though. It's great. And I think her role in this character, in this drama, fits her personality so much better. Something more comedic, funny, right. A simp for her boyfriend, apparently, so...
That's definitely going to be different than Snowdrop.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. It's like a whole 180. So I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I'm usually not into zombie apocalyptic dramas. Like I couldn't get into Home Sweet Home, sadly, or so. Right. So I'm kind of looking forward to this one.
I haven't been lucky enough to get a bingo square yet. For an album, so hopefully I can get caught up soon. Also, I actually forgot about this until this very second. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's true, but have you heard the theories going around in Moonbin land right now?
Yeah, I saw a little bit snippets of it, but I was hoping you would have your input as a Moonbin.
So for those who don't know, this is the 10th anniversary of Monsta X.
Mm-hmm.
They changed all of their headers to and icons to a silver icon and then a silver header, because silver, not silver. 10 is the 10th anniversary.
Yes.
What they did, and I've only seen Twitter. I haven't seen anything else because I don't really have a lot of social media. But they had a timeline of all of their albums from debut all the way up to the last one.
Yes.
And there's a little line, kind of like when you're listening to a song and it shows you where you are.
Yeah.
And the line stops at the album Find You, Follow You, Find You. Which for newer mom babies may not know, that's actually the album where Wonho left the group.
Which is crazy that they have that reference on there. You know, right. It's kind of like, because they're very stepping around the subject where they don't ever want to mention Wonho, because I'm sure contracts, all that stuff, respect thing, but that's crazy that they kind of have like a little like Easter egg to that.
So what is probably happening is that it's just Starship Entertainment acknowledging the fact that yes, Wonho was here, he was a big part of this.
Yeah.
What we Mon Babies are theorizing and what we're hoping is that they may be teasing the fact that Wonho may actually come back and do an OT7 comeback for their 10th anniversary.
I mean, how amazing would that be? Like, maybe not even an OT7, depending contracts and everything, right? I mean, even a feature, that would be pretty damn cool.
I know, that's what I'm hoping, not even for Bingo Square and everything, but because I was, I keep saying using we are OT7 Monster X.
We are.
And I'm hoping we at least get a collaboration. Again, it is on my bingo card. But I think it's with Wonho still being under Starship Entertainment. And also as we move further into K-pop, we've kind of noticed that the barriers of companies are starting to break down a little more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I really hope that we do get a collaboration between the guys.
That would be really, really cool just to see them come back together. Also, kind of on the subject of like groups coming back together, G-Friend or Girlfriend, they just released their own song too, and they're coming back together. I just saw their I believe it's Golden Disc Award performance. Cried. Okay. I cried. They did the time thing and I cried.
I haven't seen that yet. I'm really excited though, because I was a G-Friend stan. I'm not, the Viz didn't really stick with me afterwards. I even saw them live. I mean, but while we're talking about the Golden Disc, while we're talking about Golden Disc Awards, 17's performance, like, oh my god.
Oh my god. My man. Which one? You'll never know.
First off, they opened with water, of all things.
Oh my god, yeah. It was really funny too, because I think I was actually using that as my background noise when I was cleaning the house a little bit today. My dad stopped and looked at them and he was like, they're using auto-tune. I was like, it's meant to be that way.
The fact that, well, first off, apparently 17 is the only group in history to show up for 10 consecutive years.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, I'd have to find the source, but I saw it on Twitter that a news outlet said that they are the only group to consecutively show up 10 years in a row.
I'm pretty sure by now they probably made like a compilation of like the first year they've been there all the way up to like, the last week one or whatever they were at the Golden Disc Award.
But that fake out at the end.
Oh, it was so good. And then June came out.
Yes.
Cried. Absolute tears. Yeah.
I think S-Scoops was waiting to spoil that because he was way too happy during that performance.
He was way too happy. He was so into dancing. I was like, you're never this happy dancing. What's wrong with you, my man? Just couldn't contain it.
And then you actually just got some good news yesterday.
Yeah, I did. So it was actually kind of leaked by Ticketmaster, which I don't think they meant to, because timing-wise, because of the whole plane crash that happened in South Korea. So, everything was in the mourning period. They halted everything, but now the mourning period is done, right?
Right.
They can do the combats, they can do the promotions, the music shows, all that stuff. But Ticketmaster kind of went ahead last night. It was like, hey, guess what? J-Hope's on tour. And I'm just like, I trust you, Ticketmaster, right? But Hype didn't even say nothing. So the theory was that Ticketmaster forgot to either take off the schedule thing, or Hype just totally forgot, like, oh, right, we were mourning. We forgot to tell that one person
right.
to stop everything.
Which, while we're on the subject of Ticketmaster, because something that I literally just remember, JYP just announced a 30th anniversary concert in LA.
You know what? Kiddo was like, can we go? I was like, no, we can't. They were so down for it now. They were so down to go.
I remember looking at it because you and I were both like, is this real? This can't be real.
But it's real.
It's a Ticketmaster thing. It goes on sale in I think 3 days. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's in March, I think. And so you've got J-Hope. We both have card. It's like, this is not going to work out.
It's not going to work out. And I'm pretty sure it also happens to land on a weekend night, which is not feasible for me to travel out of state, right? If it's
Right.
30 minutes from my house, totally fine. But if it's like 4-hour flight, no, I don't think so. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see J-Hope on tour. Just in general, I don't
Right.
have to get tickets. I'm sure it's gonna be a bloodbath. Anything with big group names with their solo artists is gonna take so much. Like, I'm pretty sure JYP is somehow gonna sell out too.
Oh, I'm sure. And the
Oh
funny
yeah.
thing is now I'm just now thinking about it because I know that San Antonio was on the list of possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I might get dragged to the show. I just realized that.
Well, you don't have to. That's also if I can get these tickets. If I can't, then it's fine. But I mean, I did see he has multiple days for multiple stops. So
I
I'm sure
think
he
I
can
think you'll
stick
probably
out.
have a I think you'll probably have a pretty good chance in San Antonio.
I might, but you did say, at least for the San Antonio community, there is a lot of Army fans there. But then also,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking
true.
but I'm also thinking geographically wise that people from Mexico could easily go up there too. So that's probably
That's true
feasible for
because
them.
I did meet a family during the 17 stop, and they had traveled all the way from Mexico for the
Yeah,
show.
so I assuming looking at geography and the map, they probably will be traveling over there, which is easier for the ones in the south to get up there, and then like Canada probably get through like New York, that sort of thing.
True.
So
I just will say now, if I do get dragged to the show, guys, I will be the best trooper ever. Um,
you maybe you'll like a song. You can never know,
yes, true.
but
I mean, I've only heard Jungkook's solo stuff, so I mean,
yeah,
I would literally be going in blind.
yeah, you will be going in blind. So, and the good thing about J Hope, his is less poppy. His is more like hip hop style. So it's a whole different
Okay,
genre.
so
Yeah.
it's not super poppy, but it's also not
Mm-mm.
super like kind of dark like Sugar's
Mm-mm.
was.
Oh no, it's not that dark. I mean, a couple songs is dark, but I wouldn't say it's so dark. It just really showcases his rap skills and producing
Okay,
skills a lot better than being BTS, like being just more pop central type thing because they are becoming more and more mainstream.
like I said, I'll go in with an open mind. If I do have to go, I'll try to be the best trooper ever. I mean, I went and saw Stacy last year, and I was super not excited for that.
Right? But I mean, sometimes when we go into concerts with a group blindly, sometimes we fall in love with them like
That's
that.
true. I
Yeah,
mean,
so I'm
yeah,
saying.
Diamond. I literally was gonna say just like
Yeah,
Diamond.
Diamond. We love Diamond. If they tour, I
Um,
would go to it.
oh, 100%. I know that they lost a member last year. Not
Oh
like
yeah.
lost a
Yeah,
member,
yeah, no,
but
no, no.
one of their members left. So they haven't had a comeback since, I think. Or no, they just did. I don't know. I'm still a new goo to that whole thing.
It's all good. It's all good. But then also on your side, though, you also had a comeback as well that you were pretty excited about it.
Yes. So unfortunately, it's not something that I'll be able to attend like you at J Hope.
Mm-hmm.
But Jinwoo Park or Jinjin of Astro actually just announced that he will be doing his first ever solo tour.
Which is great.
Yeah, he is my bias in Astro.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's only going to be in Korea, so that's unfortunate. I'm kind of sad about that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
that's
sure it's
actually a really
hard for them to get over here too because now there's like these new those custom fees as well.
oh yeah, those visas and
Mm-hmm.
all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's actually a great segue into what we're doing today. So this is our first actually, this is technically our first blind watch period. Because
Mm-hmm.
yes, we had Beast and Highlight, but that
Mm-hmm.
was more of a get to know where we get our name from kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus I did dabbled a little bit, but we are actually going to be doing Astro today.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess was kind of obvious based
Yeah,
off of
I
what's
know, right? Can you see
behind
the
me right
background?
now. Yes. I was gonna start with SF9 originally,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been trying to get Anne into SF9 for years.
Literally years. Literally years.
Literally years. But we both talked last December, last month,
Mm-hmm.
that with it being Moonbin's birthday month, because he shares
Mm-hmm.
a birthday month with the two of us,
Mm-hmm.
that this would be probably the best time to do it.
Yes, definitely.
Which hopefully, again, as we mentioned in our year wrap up episode, we do everything in house. So hopefully, I can
Mm-hmm.
get everything edited. My goal is to have this episode live and posted actually on the 25th, which is Moonbin's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Still got plenty of time. Right now it's the 9th, so you got about like what 2-3ish weeks. So
Yeah, well, I still have to do Monster X too, but I should be able to get it done.
yeah.
So this is going to be fun because you are basically completely blind to who they are, besides me talking about them.
Right, yeah. Honestly, I know all the members, like name wise, right? I definitely know that Cha Young Woo, he is an actor because I did see him in some dramas. Obviously, no Moonbin. Very, very sad that has happened, but I think that whole Moonbin passing kind of brought the community whole all together. I think I was
Yeah.
even the one who told you about it first because I was like,
Yeah.
that can't be true because that was the first thing I saw on my Facebook feed, and I just messaged you right away.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Astro is one of those groups where their members are more popular individually than they are as a whole.
It seems like it.
Because they're all known for so many different things. But
Mm-hmm.
like you
Yeah.
said, with Moonbin's passing, you were actually the one who broke the news to me. It was you and then our mutual friend Frankie.
Mm.
Messaged me and you're like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I'm like at
Mm-hmm.
work going,
What
"What do you know
happened?
that I don't know?" And you're like,
Right.
You haven't heard yet?" And I was like, "No." And like it was silent for a moment. So I'm freaking out because again, I'm like, "Oh my god, who's in the hospital?" Last time she did this, somebody was in the hospital.
My
Um
bad.
and it was you were like, "Oh, I'm really sorry to be the one to tell you this, but Moonbin passed away."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which we'll get a little more
Definitely
into that.
shocking. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, like I said, I only know them because of individuals rather than as a group as a
Yeah.
whole. I know a couple of their songs, but I'm not like a avid listener to them or anything like that. So
So, well, that'll be my goal after this is maybe you'll kind of dive into our fandom a little bit more. I know
hmm
you're excited because I've already told you that their style is very different than what I normally listen to.
yeah, because when you always talk about groups you like, it's like like Monster X. They have a rough edge, that sort of thing. BAP, a little bit darker thing, and you're over here like Astro, and I'm over here like that's a little cutesy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
I have a feeling you're going to be calling me out quite a bit during this.
I'm gonna pause the whole thing. Liar.
So like we did with Beast and Highlight, let me give you a little bit of I say a little bit of information. It's about a page and a half of
Ooh,
research.
lot to unpack. Let's go.
I just think it's important for, especially when getting to know these groups, that we literally get to know them,
Definitely, definitely.
So Astro is a South Korean boy group formed under Fantagio Entertainment. So they share the same company as Weki Meki, who has disbanded,
Yep.
Hello Venus, who is also disbanded,
Rest in
and
peace.
now they just added Chang Sub of B2B
Nice.
to their company. They were actually, the group was part of a pre-debut training program called iTeen Boys, which was launched by Fantagio.
Okay.
It aimed to cultivate young talents for potential idol groups. It was a platform for trainees where they would hone their skills in singing, dancing, acting, and variety shows. So very similar to the way that ATEEZ was kind of formed.
And it worked out to their advantage because it worked.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
It totally worked.
They debuted on February 23rd, 2016. So next month, actually, will be their 9th anniversary, which is a little wild to think about because, again, I feel like there are so many people who think that they're a new group.
Yeah.
They debuted with their EP, Spring Up, which is this bright yellow album that I have over here.
Nice.
The title track was Hide and Seek, which is a cheerful and upbeat song that captures the youthful and energetic aspect of the group. When I say youthful, I believe that the maknae was actually 16 or 15 at debut.
A baby. Another baby.
Let me see him. Let's see. He was born in 2000. They debuted, and he's 16 years old at debut.
Oh my god, a baby.
Which, again, think about when you've got, again, ATEEZ, their youngest member was 18 when they debuted.
I'm trying to imagine, like, since currently Kiddo is 16 years old, them debuting in a group. Can't imagine that because
yeah,
they're kids. They're literal kids.
Yeah, so their maknae joins the ranks of like Zello from BAP, and like Taemin from SHINee.
Yeah, but no one
Very,
can
very young.
outbeat Taemin, though. He debuted at, like, what, 14? So...
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 17, Astro incorporates their fans into many aspects of their design. Kind of how, like, you mentioned, well, you taught me, technically, 17 has their symbol, and then carrots have their own symbol.
Yes.
I should have thought this through. Oh, actually, I can use my light stick.
Here you
go. There we go.
Yeah.
So, their logo is a 6-pointed star created by 2 triangles. Sorry, it's dusty. I haven't cleaned it in a while. Okay. The first triangle represents the A in Astro.
Aww.
The second triangle, which is this one here, represents the A in all fans.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Their fandom name is Aroha, which I have found out that I've actually been saying wrong this entire time. Okay. Well, it's not spelled like how you would normally spell Aurora. It's spelled Aroha. So my brain goes into Spanish and thinks Aurora, which means now.
Yeah.
But it's actually derived from the word aurora, which is Latin for dawn. The Maori language, it signifies love.
Oh, love that.
Again, we're already seeing the cutesy aspects as far as this goes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just over here like, yeah, liar.
So, Astro originally debuted as a 6-member group consisting of Jinjin, the leader, main rapper, and lead dancer. So he's my bias. The MJ, the main vocalist, Cha Yunwoo, vocalist, visual, and face of the group. Which, if anyone knows anything about Yunwoo, that's not a surprise that he holds those positions.
Oh no.
Moonbin, the main dancer, sub-vocalist, and sub-rapper, who is my bias wrecker. Rocky, the main rapper and lead dancer. And Yoon Sanha, who's the lead vocalist and the maknae. I think this is actually our first group where the oldest member is actually not the leader.
Okay, yeah.
So MJ is actually the oldest, but Jinjin is the leader of the group.
Is there a reason why? Have they ever explained that? Or is it just, you think, like, maybe years from experience?
So he was actually chosen by Fantagio due to his strong leadership qualities, his maturity, and his ability to guide the other members.
Okay.
He's known to be the most responsible and organized of the members.
Which is a quality that every leader should have anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially, again, when one of your members is literally a child.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lot of, responsibility on your shoulders, so I'm sure they took into consideration of that as well.
Astro has 2 official subunits, Moonbin and Sanha. They debuted on September 14th, 2020. And then Jinjin and Rocky, which debuted on January 17th, 2022. Yunwoo has actually debuted as a soloist. He debuted last year on February 15th. And Yoon Sanha, which I think he's just using Sanha now as a soloist name, he debuted actually August 6th of last year.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'm not 100% if this is official. It's under Fantagio, but it's not like there's not been an official album or anything. But Jinjin has actually been releasing solo singles under Jinlab projects since March 20th of last year.
Maybe it could be just like mixtapes, like they're
kind of. It's just individual singles that get for stream and download. While I was doing research, I did find out that they are officially through Fantagio, but he hasn't officially had a solo debut. I'm sure he's just trying to keep himself busy right now.
Yeah, no, totally get that.
On October 27th, 2022, Astro released a feature film and documentary called Stargazer Astroscope. It's a 2-hour documentary and musical that showcased interviews and performances from the group as they met Aurora for the first time in years. So this movie came out about the same time when we had Monsta X The Dreaming, Blackpink the movie. You know, that was really popular a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Especially during COVID when they couldn't do performances.
Yeah, it was just a great way for like fans to kind of interact. No, not interact, but just kind of like have their like artist fix because, you know, the content was limited.
Oh yeah, definitely. I actually went and saw that in theaters, and I actually have it right here.
Nice.
It's a great movie. If you guys have Viki, I do suggest streaming it. It is. I get emotional during it. But anyways, this will probably be the episode where I may actually get emotional instead of Anne this time.
Yeah, but I did prepare myself. I got a box of tissues just in case. Never know what's going to happen here.
That's true. Astro is an incredibly talented group, and I cannot stress that enough. Outside of their idol careers, every single member has appeared in a variety of projects. Rocky, Jinjin, and MJ have appeared in a variety of musicals. MJ is actually the member with the most impressive musical theater background. He was in Everybody's Talking About Jamie as the lead role. Zorro the musical, which I think he's still part of right now, as Zorro.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper and the Winter Wanderer.
Okay.
All members have also appeared in a variety of dramas. So Astro themselves, as Astro, have appeared in dramas. Jinjin just recently appeared in a drama called What Should I Eat Today?
Okay.
And he was a regular on season 4 of Eric Nam's Waiting.
Oh.
Along with Kevin from The Boys.
Love Kevin.
Sassy little Canadian.
You're telling me.
MJ has appeared in Find Me If You Can, which was like a almost kind of like a soccer horror style drama.
Okay.
Rocky has appeared in Broke Rookie Star. Sanha actually appeared in Romance in the House alongside Choi Minho of SHINee.
Nice.
And this should come to no surprise to you or anyone who's listening or watching. Out of all the members, Cha Yunwoo and Moonbin are probably best known for their dramas.
Definitely, yes.
Yunwoo has appeared in many of them, including, most notably, True Beauty. And the supernatural drama Island.
Yes.
He was also in a drama called Top Management with the lead actor from A Business Proposal.
I remember hearing that. Never seen the drama, but I remember hearing that, though.
I haven't seen the drama, but I've seen the clip, and I'm not 100% sure if his character is in a relationship with the main guy, or if it was like a bromance. I'll have to show the clip. Yeah. Moonbin has also appeared in many dramas, most notably The Mermaid Prince and Moments of 18, where, spoilers in case anyone has not seen it yet, he actually plays a gay guy who falls in love with his best friend. But do you know what his best known role is?
He was a child actor, wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh my god. Don't tell me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Boys Over Flowers.
Yes.
I did
it! His acting debut was in Boys Over Flowers, where he played the younger version of So Yi-jung.
Oh man, that was such a long time ago, though. Like, OG K-drama.
So, fun story, I haven't seen it yet.
Almost Paradise.
Just because that was that show that everybody was obsessed with. They were either obsessed with the Korean version or they were obsessed with the Taiwanese version.
I will say, though, if you ever want to give the Boys Over Flowers a shot, don't go to the old ones. Go to the newer one, the newer version. I think it's China, but I think I want to say it's Shanghai specifically. Like, it's actually set in Shanghai. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But the Chinese version, the 2000 and I think it came out in like 19 or 2020. I forgot which year, but the most recent one, you should watch that one. I think that's more modernized, and I think that'll fit you more than like the cheesy back then Taiwanese one and the K-drama one. I think you'll like this one.
I will say that apparently I read, and this could be wrong, that Boys Over Flowers is the drama with the most adaptations.
Yes, it is, because
there's Taiwanese, Korean. I think there is a Singaporean version.
There's also Japanese too. Which is like the originator of it, yeah.
There's an Indian version. I think there was talks about an American version, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. I mean, but also they probably were trying to do, excuse me, an all white cast, and not many people like that.
Yeah.
So they probably nixed it. And then, of course, Asian representation ain't that great kind of back then. So
Yeah.
I'm sure if they try to do it now, they probably have better shot because there's more Asian representation right now.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
It's something that they should probably try doing, especially because we have the new generation who has probably heard of this drama, but they
Oh
haven't
yeah.
actually seen it.
And they probably would snatch it up so fast, and then all the interviews would just be, "I remember growing up watching this. This is
Right.
such an
Hopefully, if they
inspiration."
do hopefully if they do an American version, they don't mess it up like a lot of American adaptations.
Mhm, that is true.
Um,
Yeah.
so, like for example, I'm a really big fan of the BBC show Miranda,
Mhm.
and a lot of people don't know there's an American version of it, but it's called Call Me Kat.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Uh, yeah, which I don't know if it's still on anymore. I don't know if it continued after Leslie Jordan passed away,
Mhm.
but it didn't have the same feel that Miranda did.
Mm, yeah. I mean, I know that there's a lot of American adaptations that doesn't work out. I think the only one I can say that probably worked out is The Office because it started as a
Right.
UK thing, but obviously Steve Carell made everything better.
Unfortunately, Astro has faced very significant challenges. Moonbin, a beloved member, passed away on April 19th, 2023. And this was a loss that affected the entire K-pop community.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely. Everyone came together during that time, which was a beautiful thing. Very sad
it
event,
really
but
was.
yeah.
That was my first time experiencing a mourning period,
Mhm.
because I wasn't so very deeply involved in the K-pop community until recently.
Right.
Uh, and I remember, I think it was Enhypen that was touring at the time,
Mhm.
and you could see all their members in all black. Uh, they still continued music shows, but it was very much. I think there were no performances,
Mhm.
and everybody was wearing all black. And the one that affected me a lot was, I think it was M Countdown, and Jew Honey was actually one of the MCs at the time.
Yes.
And I was not aware at the time, but him and Moonbin were very, very close friends.
Mhm.
And they have a moment of silence, and you can actually see the camera have to pan away from Jew Honey
Yeah.
because he's barely holding it together.
Yeah, and being a carrot, no
Yeah.
surprise, but Moonbin and Seungkwan were BFFs along with the other 98 liners. Like one of the members from Viz, I believe, and everything. They have their own little
Yes, him.
collective group.
Yeah, him and he. So he actually grew up with Sungkwan and Sinbi from Viz.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes. But blah, blah, blah. But I know that a lot of idols suddenly had to take hiatuses around that time.
Yeah,
Of
they
course,
did.
Sinbi went on hiatus. Sungkwan went on hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Joy from Red Velvet actually went on hiatus mid tour.
Yes.
They're just he was just that idol, that person. Were
Mm-hmm.
again, someone who is not an Aurora,
No.
were deeply affected by his passing.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, no one knows the cause of his death, and I don't think we should speculate that or anything
No,
like
not at
that.
all.
But it's kind of brought me back to where Jonghyun from Shiny when he passed away. But obviously, we know the cause of his death.
Right.
You can only speculate, right? But it just brought me back to that period too, where everyone in the K-pop community came together because someone of that Excalibur, has passed away and brought everyone together. No matter what fandom you're in, or you could just be a passerby,
Yeah.
people know him. So
Exactly.
mm-hmm.
Which we will ask anyone who's listening. I know we have a very small fandom, but
Mm-hmm.
please do not speculate in the comments and everything because
Yeah,
one, it's not our business, and
it's
two,
not. Yeah.
Moonbin's mother herself has actually come forward and said, "Please stop speculating and spreading
Mm-hmm.
rumors."
Yeah. I mean, it's great content, but not in the livelihood of family members. That's not cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I just realized I completely forgot to mention the fact that Moonbin's younger sister is actually an idol as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Moon Sua. I hope I said that right. I do
Yep.
apologize if I did not.
Mm-hmm.
She's a member of Billy.
Yes.
And I will say it has been not heartwarming, that's the word I'm thinking of, to see how Astro has taken her under their wing since his passing.
I mean, even outside the Astro members, I've seen other idols who are friends with Moonbin also taking care of her, just whenever they can. Like, if they see her or whatever, they just take her out, hang out with her. That's very, very sweet.
Very, very sweet. Let's not dwell too much on Moonbin because I don't need to start crying.
Oh, no.
But fortunately, the next news is not exactly as happy. But February of the same year, Rocky actually left the group. I believe it was for creative differences. But he actually, I guess this is happy. He actually went on to form his own company.
Yes.
Known as One Fine Day Entertainment in August of 2023, which he currently is the only
Me. Oh my god, they're babies! Oh! Oh, is she looking to the future or what? Oh, no, it's just a window. Damn.
God, he looks so young and baby.
I'm supposed to say. Oh, got it. Okay.
너 하나밖에 안 보였어 태어나서 처음으로 내게 반해버렸어 너 때문에 떨리는 손으로 정확히 조준해 속였어 용기 내서 고백할게 남자답게 널 숨바꼭질 술래같이 쉽게 잡히지는 않지 하지만 내 눈에 잡히고 난 아직도 널 잡으려던 이지를 끌어미 시선
Pause. So, what's interesting is that who is the rapper?
The one that was just rapping?
Yeah, the one that was just rapping.
So that's Rocky.
Rocky. Okay. So this is very reminiscent of what you said is like 17 Adore You, but probably more Monse because they're kind of all chasing one girl. But
Sure.
But also this kind of gives me the old school second gen boy group vibe of the sound too, which is crazy because they're also third gen, right? Is Astro third gen? Okay, so that's so weird because I'm over here like, oh yeah, this reminds me of B1A4, which you probably heard of them, but you never heard any of their songs. But Rocky sounds so familiar to Borrow, who almost had the same depth of voice and the same rap style. So it's throwing me off, and I'm just like, I'm watching B1A4 one. I can get into this.
Yeah. Which is actually really kind of wild. You'll notice as we progress, Rocky doesn't age at all.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like that.
So you already know who Yunwoo and Moonbin are. Now you know Rocky.
Yes.
So Jinjin's the one in the white with the platinum blonde and blue hair.
Okay. All right.
It's pretty easy to tell who Sanha is because he's clearly the baby of the group. He's the one in the baseball cap.
Okay, yeah.
And then I believe MJ has a headband. Well, he's the only one I haven't pointed out yet. You'll be able to pick out MJ because MJ is very much like Moonbin, where he's constantly smiling and he has a very infectious smile.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
That's him right there.
Okay. Okay, that's way too cute. What's wrong with you?
This video actually kind of gives me Goblin vibes a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Which actually, that drama would have come out around this time, I think.
오르지 못했단 이래서 기필코 나 뭔가 포기했어 친구들이 모두 안 된다고 말려도 달리면 더 하고 싶은 걸 자존심 때문은 아니야 솔직하게 네가 좋아서 미치겠어 넌 빛이 나는 걸 알아 눈빛이 다른 것 같다는 걸 뭐라던 간에 내가 판단해 너의 맘속으로 누가 냉간해 그럼 이 시선 강탈했어 너무 예뻐 참을 수 없어 fly fly 꼭꼭 숨어라 머리카락 보일라 누구보다 빛날 너라서 어디든지 찾을 수 있어
Oh, what the? What was bringing over like that?
내게 꽂히겠어 눈치챈 네 벌써 노란 꽃이 폈어 봄이 왔니 벌써 오기 준비 왔어
Oh, so cute.
The look on your face is priceless.
Oh, that's not cool. Ah, okay. Dang, you studied that late?
She
Koreans,
slept
man.
that late.
Koreans, man. Oh my god, remember when you used to fold notes like that? Jesus.
Right?
All right, that was really cute. I like that one.
Your face the entire time was priceless. It was just like, this liar.
It's liar. But yeah, that whole sound music video gave me second gen vibes, which is so interesting because it's like, I'm gonna name groups you probably never heard of. It's like B1A4 sound with, God, what else can I put in there? It definitely has a little bit of 17 vibes, but they're from the same gen. They pretty much almost have the same concept. I can see the concept of it being like how Auroras are like falling in love with Astro.
Yeah.
That's the concept of that video is what I'm getting, which is really, really cute because they actually do the whole triangle symbol for it.
I will say it's so rare to see a group come out with such a fully realized concept right at debut.
Yeah,
because usually
definitely.
we have it where later on, you know, we get like, this is what this means. This is what this means. But Astro, right out the gate, pretty much already knew who they were.
Yeah, they know what they wanted and they got what they want to get. But that was a really cute one.
It was. And it's kind of cool because I didn't realize that I was getting confused because I've seen this video many times. But as at certain angles, that actress looks so much like a young Park Shin-ye. It was throwing me off.
You're like, that's not aging right.
Yeah. I did, just for curiosity's sakes, I did run a screenshot of the note at the end through Papago.
Okay.
Papago, however it's pronounced. And I trust it more than Google Translate, but in English, it translates to "Thank you for coming to see me."
Aww, that's cute. Yeah,
right, so the next one?
Like, yeah, so I assume it's just more like, you know, fans seeing artists and artists seeing fans, that sort of thing. That same connection. Yeah. All right,
so the next one's not going to be as cute.
Damn. This is the reason why.
So this will be their first win, and this one's actually very, very important to Astro's career.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're going to watch next is going to be All Night. It was released on January 19th, and it's the title track of their first ever full-length album, All Light, which is actually my favorite album by Astro. It has All Light, One in a Million, Merry-Go-Round. Basically, all my favorite songs are on this album.
Nice.
It's a catchy pop track with a vibrant melody and energetic choreography, but it also showcases a nice combination of their mature and youthful sides.
Oh.
Like I said, this marks a significant career change for Astro. The group faced a myriad of challenges, including delayed comebacks from financial constraints. They also had fewer opportunities for promotions and exposure compared to more established agencies.
Right.
So I don't know anything about Hello Venus, but I know that Astro and Hello Venus were in the same company at the same time. But basically, if this song hadn't been a commercial success, Astro would have been done for after this comeback.
Yeah, I don't think... I know Hello Venus, I think they did win a couple of music shows, but I don't think promotion-wise it was that great compared to other companies, from what I remember. Right.
So, and a lot of people have said that... Sorry, my noise canceling is like throwing me off because then I can only hear myself.
Oh, no.
A lot of people actually have said, and I don't know how true it is because I haven't seen the financial reports, that if it wasn't for the success of this comeback, as well as the comeback that Weki Meki had at the exact same time, that Fantasia would have had to close their doors.
Yeah, and I'm sure it must have been a lot of sales and a lot of streams for them to get back to like the green. So that's crazy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ooh, stop. There we go. Okay. So not you. It started playing the next video.
Yeah, stop talking.
So, like I said, this is All Night. It's going to be a more mature sound. Nothing like sad, but it won't be as cutesy and like, oh my god, let's chase this one girl.
All right. See how it goes. See how they mature here. Let's see how they mature here. Click. Oh, that's a pretty shot right there. Ooh,
I will also say that Moonbin is kind of the central focus in this one.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
Also, pink-haired Moonbin.
Ooh, the pink-haired Moonbin. I know that one. Ooh, that's a pretty hair color too. That bluish gray. Oh, no, it's
that
purple.
Lavender?
Oh, it's lavender. Sorry, maybe it's probably the lighting for that one. Ooh, the eyes.
정하지 못한 얘기 밤새 들려줄 테니 눌러봐 지금
What goldfish? What's for space?
I can wait 네 목소리 간질간질간질하게 들려 맘이 포근포근포근하게 눈감으면 그려지는 이 모습이 좋아 지금 졸린 듯이 나른하게 숨에 살짝 야릇야릇야릇하게 그저 밤새 듣고 싶은 것은 네 목소리뿐이거든 모르겠어 내가 맞는지 솔직히 나는 관심이 없어라고 했던 것들은 약었지 시야 못된
That was Rocky, right?
That's Rocky, yes.
Okay.
And this is Jinjin.
Okay, that's Jinjin. Okay.
내게만 해줄 테니 더 늦기 전에 send me I can wait 네 목소린 간질간질간질하게 들려 맘이 포근포근포근하게 눈 감으면 그려지는 네 모습이 좋아 지금 졸린 듯이 나른하게 새가 살짝 야릇야릇야릇하게 그저 밤새 듣고 싶은 것은 네 목소리뿐이거든 시간 날 때 전화 어디 갈 때 전화 자기 전에 전화 일어나서 전화 내 통화 기록 보면 너로 꽉 차있지만 그래도 네 목소리 듣고 얘기하고 싶었어 오늘은 무슨 일 있었어 그래서 어떻게 했었어 그래서 그렇게 했었어 그 순간만이 끊기더니 어색한 숨소리 속삭이듯 잠이 드는 날 Such a good night
Okay. Oh no!
I said it was more mature.
Oh my god! Okay. So many pre-shots here. All right. I think that's one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna have to add that to my my playlist.
Yeah, that whole album is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, it is my favorite album.
Mm-hmm.
Much more mature sound, as I mentioned. You can even see how they've all aged so much since then.
I can definitely tell. I was like, those are not the same boys like 2 seconds ago.
Oh yeah. Like Moonbin's come into his face a little more. Yeonwoo's gotten a little slimmer in the face.
Yeah.
You could definitely tell that Sanha has aged quite a bit.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that too, and I was like, that he wasn't there before. This is a new guy.
And then again, Rocky has not changed at all.
No, he looked the same. That's why I was so confused. I was like, that's Rocky, right? He looks the same.
Yeah. If you can't remember that his name is Rocky, you could also remember that he's part of the very famous Minyuks, because that's what his actual name is.
Ah, okay. All the Minyuks in the K-pop industry.
So he's in that little circle with Huta and then Minyuk from Monster X.
Yeah. But yeah, I do like that one a lot more, that more mature sound. That's the one I figured would be the one that would get you into Astro. Right. That fits your vibe a lot more. Music video wise, it was beautifully shot. That was crazy.
Right. No, I love the way that they incorporated colors into it, and how like a lot of those who had hair colors, it matched with the floral arrangements as well as the lights.
It doesn't like stick out or anything, make it look weird or anything like that.
Right. Plus, again, Moonbin is such a beautiful man, and like whoever was in charge of the design aspects as far as hair and costumes and even contacts did a really, really good job with him.
Yeah, I love the color contacts too. It's like it makes a statement without being too much, where it kind of freaks you out, you know? Like some color contacts, you're like, ooh, that's a little weird.
Yeah, like we see it a little bit in like Stray Kids every now and then, where they'll have like bright green or bright blue eyes, and we're like, oh god, no, please, no.
Yeah, please don't. Please no.
But that was All Night.
Yeah, I can see why they probably won with that. That's the vibe that a lot of people probably would like a little bit more than debut. But again, it's hard for debut songs to win instantly. It's really, really hard unless you're like in the top 3, now 4 companies of the K-pop world. So
trying to see. Oh, I was gonna look and see who they beat out that week, but I couldn't find it.
That's a lot of digging you'll have to do, though. You have to like pinpoint like the date and everything. That's a lot of work.
But so next up is my random choice. So I actually had a different video originally, but now I had to pick this one because 1 in a Million is actually one of my personal favorite songs by Astro. I'll let you. So 1 in a Million is one of my personal favorite songs by Astro. This continues the trend of their more mature concepts while focusing on the members' love for a special someone who's irreplaceable. It has a very dreamy and ethereal sound, which I personally think showcases someone who's dreaming of somebody that they love.
Okay, nice.
One reason of the reasons that I really love this video is because of the fact that it's I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but a doka, DDOCA, which is a style that's very common within Astro. Okay. It's essentially a more behind the scenes and almost documentary style music video. So think of Tropical Night by Monsta X, or even something that you would probably recognize even more would be Holiday by 17.
Okay, so more behind the scenes, them just chilling and filming themselves. Yes. Okay, nice. Awesome.
This also really showcases how close they are with one another, and also their very, very goofy personalities. So this was actually filmed during their second tour, their Starlight tour.
Okay.
So you'll see a lot of them getting ready for the concert and stuff like that. Also them in their downtime. For those who do not know, I actually run a side page. I run a page called Candy Sugar Pop Cocktails, which is actually named after Astro.
Yes.
I did, unfortunately, slightly abandon it. Moonbin's passing is what caused it. Yeah. I am working on trying to get it back up and running, actually. Hopefully by the time this comes out, I will have that up. But this is the song that I used for the cocktail that I created in memorial of Moonbin.
Yes, I remember that. Did not make it myself to drink, but I do remember you posting it.
To me, I really feel like Moonbin really was that 1 in a million idol.
I definitely agree with that.
Everybody knew, even if you did not know who Astro was.
Example, me.
So this is going to be a complete 180 from what we just saw. I guess technically this will have a cutesier concept, but not in the way that you would probably associate cutesy concepts.
Probably. I think this is more like just them being their goofy selves rather than, hey, you have to act cute for this music video because you're falling in love with a girl type of thing. Yeah.
It's much more it's much more this is the real Astro.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Alrighty.
Let's start. Boop. Off the start. All right, cute. Liar. Oh, God. What?
And again, Rocky has not aged.
What? What the Was this after COVID?
I think it was before.
Okay. Oh my God, what the?
Yes, because Astro Show was during COVID.
Oh, Oh, you're shaking the camera so much, my God. I gotta make me dizzy. God, Youngwoon kind of looks the same still, though.
Who?
Youngwoon?
Well, this is the same album as...
okay. There's not much changes.
So into you, one in a million.
Oh my God. Like DK. Oh God.
너 하나로 여기 꽉 찬 느낌 줘 뭔데 Billy 나를 향한 미소 내맘 책임져 자꾸만 한 몸집을 가진 너 자꾸만 더 꽃이 빛가는 너 자꾸만 믿겠어 몰라볼게 커져버린 너와 나 사이에
Oh my god.
조금은 못닮았다 차갑긴 해 그래도 너잖아 꼭 기다릴래 가끔 날 녹여줘 더 뜨겁게 해 다른 바다 마땅해 너가 나타나 내 맘 가져가도 괜찮아
Aw, that's so cute.
There's still 40 seconds. Hold on.
Oh my god. Oh god. Why did they cover their chest like that?
Well, remember back in the day, that's what they would do.
Oh no. Oh. Oh shit. The trot version. Oh, that was really, really cute.
And as you can see with the ending title card, they do a lot of those videos.
Okay. Do they do it with a lot of like their B-sides?
Yes. All right. So now we're going to move on to their latest comeback, which was actually 2 years ago. But of course, things have happened since then.
Right.
This is Candy Sugar Pop. It is the title track of their third full-length album, Drive to the Starry Road. It was released all the way back in May of 2022, and it was the last comeback that Astro had as a full 6-member group. So during that hiatus, without focusing on the negative things, we had Moonbin and Sanha actually, I think, had 2 comebacks during that time. Yeonwoo, I think, was recording Island. MJ was actually enlisted. Right after he finished this, he enlisted.
Wow, okay.
Because he is the oldest member of the group. And then we had the debut of Jinjin and Rocky in their little solo group.
So they're all doing like just solo stuff then.
Yeah, so it wasn't like Fantasia was like, no, y'all don't get to do anything else anymore.
Okay.
It was also before what I would call the Yeonwoo fever, where he was just kind of the main focus of everything, because everybody was doing something at that time.
Right, yeah.
This song embodies a very sweet and playful atmosphere with a catchy melody and energetic choreography. I personally think it's very much the perfect summertime anthem because it captures that essence of like carefree and youthful energy. You know I love this song. Again, I chose the name of my website after this. So
yeah, definitely. And I do know this song at the very least, but I've never seen the music video. So it's still kind of a blind watch for me, even though I know the song. So
it's kind of like with me and Fiction by Beast.
Yeah, you know the song, never seen the music video. So
this is be the last time that I try to use the word mature because we've been using it. But it's really hard not to use that kind of term when you're literally watching idols grow up in their music videos.
No, that's very true. You see literally like the progression of them, kind of being skinny from the very beginning. Now they're getting a little bit more buffer, a little bit more fuller because they're working out. They're getting taller. They're losing their teenage boy features.
Actually, speaking of, so Jinjin shows a little bit of skin in this video.
Oh no.
And
oh no.
Homeboy got ripped.
He's on Men's Health? That's the epitome of it.
He was on Men's Health right before this comeback.
Oh no. Oh no. He ripped. Hello.
And those were his actual tattoos.
He actually has like tattoos there? That's crazy.
Yeah, so he has a lion just like Jay Park.
Okay, yeah.
And then he has something over here. I don't know if it's lyrics or if it's a poem.
Can't tell either. But I mean, it's so far. I had to take a closer look.
Yeah, I'm literally... It's all in Hangul, so I can't read what anything says.
Right, exactly. I don't think I would be able
But then
to
you
know
have
anyways.
where he's all cute and baby and innocent on this page.
That's a lie.
Yeah, so this was... So actually, this was June 2022, so this issue came out right before, after this comeback.
But I'm sure they probably had that pictorial photo shoot before then, or maybe even during, so.
Right.
But
yes, you will get to see everyone mature. When I say he shows a little bit of skin, it's not like something you would see from like San or anything.
Oh yeah,
it's just the way that his shirt is you can see underneath. They made him actually cover up on... What's the one that's very prudish in the music show?
Inkigayo?
Inkigayo. They actually made him... I think he either had to button up all the way or he had to wear a white t-shirt underneath his outfit.
Sounds like right. That sounds about right, yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right, let's go for it. Start. I do like the ambiance of this, though.
내게 다가가 말해 I want you 나는 항상 think of you 혹시 너도 think of me Wanna take you on my date 1, 2, 3, let's go My candy sugar pop 어디든 내게 맡겨봐 한 발 더 다가와 말해줄래 take it tonight 눈앞에 오션뷰 푸른 날 flower bloom My candy sugar pop 어디든지 보고 tonight 파르르 녹아 네 말 한마디에 파르르 번번이 다리를 동동 구르는 날 구름을 밟는 듯 take off 차 타고 하늘을 driving 너와 나 어디든 arriving 느껴 real feel 저 feel 하고 싶은 대로 해봐 I'm still there
Ooh, that record's really good on him.
And again, Rocky looks exactly the same from debut.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tonight 아름다워 함께 만들어가는 초안의 retreat 두 갈림길 끝에 Take me home tonight My candy sugar pie
Getting real into it.
내 눈에 빛이 나, 내 눈에 빛이 나 계속 말해줘 내게 달라 지금 Oh candy sugar pop baby 이 순간 즐기는 것밖에 답이 없어 같이 뛰어봐 Candy sugar pop 말해줄래 내게 어떤 어째 그대 우주 저 그대 너와 내 곁에 빛이 가득해 Candy sugar pop 어디든지 보기 tonight
Oh yeah, that's a much more summery feel. I like that
Definitely.
one. Mm-hmm.
So one thing I like about that song is, again, we've kind of moved. There's some like dirty undertones to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw from the lyrics. Definitely from the lyrics.
Yeah,
you
that
can
they
tell
may be
there's a
going
little
home
bit.
and eating ramen.
Right? Yeah, no, it's not ramen, y'all. It ain't ramen, you guys.
But I also like that it's also kind of almost goes, the sound almost goes back to hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Because the last two songs were like cheerful and upbeat, but like that almost had a cutesy feel to it with the more adult undertones.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is more of the, because you said this is your first comeback, that I can kind of see how you got into it because it's cutesy, but it's not overly cutesy. It's like pop cutesy type thing. This one definitely has
Right.
a more mature sound, like you said before, because, you know, the undertones of it, the lyrics, and all that stuff. And they're not acting cutesy all the time. I think they're just showing their natural charm. So,
Natural charm. This video was very, very full on visuals.
oh, definitely.
I don't know why I haven't mentioned this before, but I would like this technically to go. This is technically going on record.
Oh no.
Our friend Becca likes to scold me because I don't stan rappers. Well, guess what?
Oh.
Jinjin is a rapper, and he has rapped in every single song so far.
So take that back up.
Same with you, honey, in the last comeback. I mean, last comeback.
Oh
the last video.
Oh, it's been a long day of work for you. It's been a long day of work for you.
It's been a long week already, and I've only been back to work for 3 days.
I mean, you caught up from the weekend of not working.
That is true. But so that's their latest comeback. My first ever comeback with them. It's definitely, I got hooked because, you know, you dabble a little bit, and then I think with me personally, it's that first comeback that usually solidifies whether I'm going to stick around or not.
That's true. Yeah.
Of course, it's different for like BAP because when I got into BAP, we had no idea that there was going to ever be another comeback.
That's
true. They took us by surprise then.
Yeah.
But no, this, before I got into the whole 17 downfall, this was definitely what took the top spot on my wrap up every season.
Yeah, and I think this is like, this song specifically is a great comeback for you to get into. I can't imagine you being into the whole debut, you know, if you start out at debut time. I can kind of see you getting into All Night though, but
yeah,
everything else in between, I don't think so.
So to give our listeners kind of a insight, I don't follow groups from debut very often.
Yeah, it's rare. It's very rare.
I think the only group that I've actually started with at debut, and unfortunately I have dropped since then, is ITZY.
Yeah, that is true.
And think of what ITZY's sound was like at debut versus kind of where they are now. It's
so different. It's so different.
Yeah, if we ever do an ITZY episode, expect me to rant for 20 straight minutes.
It's just you going off and me just like sipping my tea the whole time, just like.
I have a lot to say about the treatment of ITZY, but
that's another day.
Another day. So normally that's where we would end with the latest comeback, but like I said, I did get permission from Ann to cheat a little bit. I do more videos for you. The next one is Circles.
Okay.
So this song is, you could technically say, is their latest comeback, but it was an anniversary song and wasn't an actual like comeback.
Right.
I think this is the one that's going to get both of us. This is their first song without Rocky and Moonbin.
Okay.
The song is very much, it's basically thanking Auroras for being there for them and how we keep coming back and things like that. But I personally think, and you can kind of tell me at the end if I'm wrong, you can disagree.
Okay.
I think this song was written specifically for Moonbin.
Okay.
And like, because there are some lyrics and they're like, when I look up to the sky, the plans that we had and all that, I just personally feel like, and Jinjin did write this song.
Okay.
That he did write it specifically for his friend. Hopefully I hold it through. I will tell you, the one song that gets me every time, songs, but What Kind of a Future by Woozy gets me.
Oh yeah.
That song I know he released specifically for Moonbin, even if it wasn't written for him.
Right.
And one of Jinjin's Jin Lab project songs was called Fly, and it was actually a duet that he did with Moonbin.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So make sure your captions are on, because I think the lyrics are. This is going to be another behind the scenes kind of style video, because again, it's not an official video comeback.
Right.
But I think the lyrics definitely do help out a lot with the meaning of the song.
All right. Got my tissues ready just in case. So we'll see how this ends up. All right, here we go.
Also, not to be confused with Circles by 17.
Right, but I'll give my thoughts at the end. Because if it's similar, I do have thoughts.
산들바람 불어와 봄이 온다 알릴 때 I'm hoping that you come and hug me 어둡던 터널길 밝은 빛이 날 부를 때 I'm hoping that you calling 들고 돌아 우리 마침내 언젠가 마주할 걸 알기에 앞은 내려놓고 내일로 점피니 이제는 웃으면서 지낼게 forever 함께한 매일 다가올 내일 We're going in circles We're going in circles 각별한 매일 또 쓰여질 내일 다시 끝나지 않을 시작으로 We're going in circles 울지 날 We're going in circles It's universal 내지 날 We're going in circles It's universal
시간은 참 야속하게도 빠르게 지나가버려 우리가 준비한 대로 매번 붙어있었기에 당연하게도 여겼던 지난 날에 빠져들어 무능하게도 이젠 웃어야지 근데 다 알면서도 힘든 거지 떳떳하게 다시 만난 그날을 다짐해 높은 하늘 바라보며 한숨 쉬며 가끔 받았던
영원히 멈출 것 같던 시간은 지나갈 걸 알기에 모두 내려놓고 내일로 점피니 이제는 웃으면서 보내길 forever 함께한 내일 다가올 내일 We're going in circles We're going in circles 앞으로 매일 쓰여질 내일 끝나지 않을 시작으로 We're going in circles 울지 마 비오듯 We're going in circles It's universal 들지 나 비오듯 We're going in circles It's universal
처음 마주했던 그날이 선명히 어색한 표정 위로 드러났던 설렘 하나의 목표밖에 없었던 그렇게 부르던 그대로 가끔씩은 고백
내가 너무 힘들 때면 다시 한번 잡아줘 You come back to me 그걸로 everything's alright 다시 만날게 얘기해줄게 We're going in circles We're going in circles
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. So, wait, who can do that?
We're going in circles We're going in circles It's universal We're going in circles
Oh, gosh, Lee.
We're going in circles
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh no, stop sharing. How do I stop sharing?
Woo, it almost got me.
Oh no, I think the when they had that everything's all right, that screen with the words on it, that I think I definitely do think there's some undertones of like maybe this song is for Moonbin, which is kind of similar to 17 Circle because it's Woozy that's written it for Wonwoo after his mom passed away. So so I think it's the same undertones of that sense, but that's a very nice song though, and I'm glad to kind of see the boys also doing okay after all that has happened too. They can still be goofy and silly and all that stuff And still hanging
I
out
like.
together, honestly.
Oh yeah. So that was right after MJ got out of enlistment.
Mhm.
You kind of and you got to see clips of Yunwoo by himself. So he was actually preparing for his solo at that time, which is why
Okay.
he was the only one at the stadium and in the choreography
Mhm.
room.
Okay.
I can kind of feel because it's Jinjin's second rap that gets me.
Yeah.
And you can kind of, me personally, I can kind of feel the appreciation, but also the almost loneliness and heartbreak,
Mhm.
which is why I think that song, because he wrote that song that it was written for Moonbin. And maybe even
Mhm.
a little bit about the fact that Rocky's not around anymore.
Yeah.
So fun fact, when MJ enlisted, he actually handcrafted a ring for every single member.
Oh.
So I don't. Wonho did a very similar thing where he crafted a ring and he wouldn't take it off until he came back.
Right.
So Rocky still wears his ring.
Oh.
He's very much a part of Astro. I can't remember if he wears it on his hand or if he wears it around his neck.
Mhm.
But I again, I just feel like it's a very beautiful song, but I do feel like there is a little bit of heartbreak in it.
Mhm.
But that's one of those songs, like, I can listen to it, but it's the video that gets me. Like, I don't know if you noticed my eyes at any
Oh
point,
yeah,
but
I saw it.
I was directly looking at them and not at the lyrics because I knew
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna get me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I was busy actually looking more at the lyrics because I wanted to
Yeah,
understand the meaning of the whole song. But I can definitely see a little bit more of the dedication to the Moonbin rather than
right.
to Rocky, though. But I think that's only because timing wise, and then people are probably still thinking about Moonbin mostly, which I was. So I can see more of the Moonbin dedication.
I will say, of course, I'm very much still an Astro stan. That's why we're
Mhm.
doing this episode.
Right.
But you can definitely tell from this video that the sound has changed a lot.
Yeah, it definitely has. Maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing, but I can kind of tell, like, not that they're getting lazy, is the way I want to put it. It's like,
Yeah,
the sound wise, there's not as much of a production. There's not much of like, it's a little beautiful song. I just think that like they're kind of doing the minimum of it, but the lyrics does kind of stand out a lot though. So,
I think again with losing Moonbin, we lose a bit of the energy in the group.
the passion.
Not that MJ was hitting those high notes. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah, no, he was hitting it just right.
And I do think that without Rocky's rap, it is slightly different because Rocky's more of a fast-paced rapper.
Yeah.
So think of like, whereas Jinjin's a lot slower. So I would compare really to think of like S Coops and Wanwu.
Yeah.
Because I have difficulty sometimes if I don't know the song that I'm like, wait, is that S Coops or is that Wanwu?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
usually the way that I know is that S Coops usually tends to be a little bit faster, where Wanwu is a little bit slower.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
So I will be very excited to see where we go from here. I think that in that video they were still trying to find their sound because it is hard to lose a member, even if it's not to the degree of with Moonbin's passing. Jew Honey actually said it in the Dreaming video that without they had to re-record a lot of songs for their tour,
Right.
because Shonew's not there, and so like
Yeah.
learning choreography is hard, but having to recreate that sound and discover it is difficult because you are missing a component of what makes you
that group.
which is why I'm kind of glad that was 17 with Love, Money, Fame, Shongeki or whatever it's called, Shogekin, that they were able to get June and Johan on those tracks before they left the group for a period of time.
Yeah, definitely. Now I'm interested to kind of see. No, I want 17 to take a break. I always want 17 to take a break. But I'll be interested to see how they're going to deal when most of these members are going to be gone too. Like, how are they going to keep that 17 sound, especially when Woozy himself is going to enlist and he's like the main producer. Unless he somehow has years of like production ready to go on deck. And he's like,
I think that's what it's going to be, because I think it's going to be like how Johan has all his stuff recorded and Shonu had all his stuff recorded. I think it's going to be like that, but it's going to be music.
Yeah, I know. He's going to be like, this is the timeline. This is when I want you to release these things, okay? When I'm gone for 2 years. That's a game plan.
One more video for you. So this one, it's not actually technically Astro. This is Moonbin and Sanha's subunit. I chose this for a multitude of reasons. One, Moonbin and Sanha's concepts tend to be more on the darker side.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot more supernatural, a lot darker. You'll be able to tell instantly just from looking at the colors.
Okay.
It's also really interesting because I know that during the Astroscope movie, Moonbin actually expressed that he was not very excited to be in a subunit with Sanha.
Oh, and the reason
because
is
Moonbin is very much a perfectionist, especially when it comes to dancing, and that was not Sanha's strong suit.
Oh no!
But so this is their third album together.
Okay.
This also marks Moonbin's last technical comeback.
Okay. All right.
I was going to do one of their other videos, but I think this one just encapsulates more of the darker tones, as well as Moonbin's choreography abilities.
Ooh, all right. Super excited for this one. But yeah, I can tell just from the get-go, from, the opening scene, the little fake piercings.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, ooh, this is different. All right, let's start.
Oh, this released on my birthday 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Oh. It's giving woozy, like, Ruby vibes. A little bit. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Ooh, that color contact is fitting him so well.
Pause real quickly.
Oh. Yes.
You know what this is giving me vibes of, and I don't know if you've actually know this, but remember the girl that does the mukbang or whatever, she eats and she tells stories?
Oh yeah, Rotten Mango, or her real name is Stephanie Sue.
I think I know her as Miss Mango Butt, but
I mean, either way, she does use Mango a lot in her channel, but her real name is Stephanie Sue.
So the only video of hers that I've watched, she actually reviewed the book The Perfumer.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
So it's about a guy who basically unalives people.
Okay.
To try to recreate the scent that he got off of this girl that he really liked. So the whole perfume thing, there's no unaliving in this video, but it's just what gives me the vibes.
Oh, interesting. Because you're doing the perfume making and all that stuff. Oh, okay. Now
it's also really interesting to see Moonbin in this much darker concept, because he's usually the brightest member of the group.
Yeah, I was about to say, because in almost every music video so far, he was smiling a lot. Even when it was like the all night one, even the what was the other one? The kind of scenes of the candy sugar pop when he was trying to like look serious and stuff. He's still smiling, man.
Yeah.
Oh, feeling like heaven. Oh, 아직 이랬지. Oh, 시작도 안 한 my obsession. 누구도 막을 수 없이 소리 없이 퍼진 향기. 더 먼저 내게로. It's madness.
That's an interesting draw. It's a really good draw.
네가 뭘 원하든 난 대답해 yeah I got 설명 따위 없이 너를 웃게 만든 amor I'm giving 조금 더 행복한 표정을 지어봐.
See, now I was thinking talking about that guy, the perfume guy.
지난 내 향기 네 몸에 남아 눈앞에 있는 널 salvation 보이지 않는 이 마음이 전부가 될 때까지 먼저 내게로 It's my madness 빠져 내게로 빠져 내게로 더 미치게 오늘 모든 것에 뺀 이 감정을 받아들여 점점 물이 들어가듯이 Just take it now Now we're gonna fade out 알잖아 there's no way out way out 나를 닮아버린 널 테니 Don't you want
Oh, I really like that one. That one was really
It's
good.
a really good song.
I love the drop at the chorus. That was so good. It was so unexpected, but like in the best way possible.
There was actually 20 seconds left. I didn't realize it until afterwards.
Oh no, there was? Oh shit. Okay. Oh no, Mike just oh, okay, well, whatever.
So let me stop saying so. The vibes that I get from that is 100% not Astro at all.
No, it feels like it's its own different group. Like that could not
Definitely,
be Astro whatsoever.
Oh, definitely. So I would suggest actually going and watching Jinjin and Rocky's solo debut.
Okay. All right.
Because it's completely different. They debuted with a goofy song. It's literally called Breathe. And it's actually about working and drinking during the pandemic.
That is everyone. I need to watch it.
If you were to hear this song on its own without knowing who was in it, it gives me very much Vix or almost like Kern and Hypen vibes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has a more fixed vibe, but I can definitely see where the Enhypen is coming from, because Enhypen kind of recently have been coming out with more darker themes with like Bite Me and all that stuff too. So yeah. I can definitely see that as well.
But also compare that to Hide and Seek.
Dude, not even close. Not even
close whatsoever.
But I do love that concept, and it's crazy to see how a smiling Moonbin is now a very serious Moonbin. And on top of that, the dance moves were so beautiful. I love that one.
That's why I chose that one. Like, Who is very good. Bad Idea is also very good. But I was like, if I want to really showcase everything, it has to be Madness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to add that to my playlist now.
So it was Astro. We literally started off at cutesy little teenagers chasing after one girl.
Yep. Coming
all the way back to All Night, which was more mature. Getting to see their goofiness in 1 in a Million. Candy Sugar Pop being the we're still cute, but it's more of a seductive, charming side. To again facing loss and moving on to seeing the duality really that is Moonbin and Sanha.
I think the playlist you put together for this blind watch has very well encapsulated all of Astro's career as so far. So I think it was wonderful. I loved every single music video of that. I'm gonna have to start listening to their other songs now. Had to get into it.
All right, mission accomplished. We might have another Aroha on her hands. She's going to message me being like, I'm getting ready for work and listening to Astro. What's this song? This song's really good.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, why didn't you add this to the blind watch? But I'm sure there's going to be a lot more B-sides I'm going to be listening to, though.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, if it gets to the point where you're like, okay, I've actually kind of gone into the deep end, can we show some more? I will definitely come up with another list for you.
So far, I think just based off all the music videos I've seen today, I think Rocky might be my favorite.
Okay, I can see that.
So far. I think it's only because going back to when I first saved from Hide and Seek, his rapping is so similar to B1A4's Borrow. So it's giving me a little bit of nostalgia. So maybe if I just kind of let that simmer out, maybe I'll have a different bias. But as of right now, I'm liking Rocky.
I can see that. Rocky is very much that member that's like, I'm super cute and super smiley, but I'm also got this like almost bad boy charisma to me.
Okay. Okay.
I definitely would say check out some of his solo stuff. Actually, before you do that, listen to his cover of Bruno Mars's Versace on the Floor.
No. No, as in that might kill me.
That was very much a no.
I know how Bruno Mars Versace on the Floor goes. That might just
a lot of people consider that to be one of the greatest covers in K-pop.
Good to know. All right, I will definitely have to check that out and then check more of Astro in general. And TJ's gonna hear a lot from this. It's gonna be like
I'm excited.
17.
That could be year 17.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that Rocky's kind of your bias because he was my bias wrecker originally.
Okay.
And then I saw the Stargazer Astroscope movie, and not like with the kind of the Vernon thing where DK kind of takes Vernon off to the side, Star Mufasa style. I still do collect Rocky, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll sit down and either show you the movie or show you some interviews with Moonbin. But he speaks very much kind of like your father. He very much speaks in lowercase.
Okay.
And it's a very charming and cute way that he talks. And that's literally what won me over with Moonbin.
And I also like how you referred it to my dad speaking in lowercase.
That's literally what I thought of when I was watching the movie with our friend Rose. Because, you know, they ask questions in between. We don't hear what they ask, but they answer back. And Moonbin always starts off with a cute little and then he speaks in lowercase, and it's actually really adorable. And so the only other person I know that does that is your father.
But not in a cutesy way. He just, with his level of voice, is just lowercase.
No, it's very much that Danny is very much that stoic Chinese stereotypical dad type of lowercase.
Oh yeah, definitely, with his crazy moments sometimes. Drinking wine out of the whole bottle.
Oh, I was gonna say I caught him giving bread to the dog last time. I didn't know nothing about him getting his drink on.
That was one Christmas. I think we have a photo of it. I think Carrie took it. I could not stop laughing after that. I was like, that's getting lit tonight.
Nice. So hope you guys enjoyed this Astro Blind Watch. Luckily, I did not lose it on camera.
We were all hoping for it, TJ. We were all hoping for it.
I know you were, because you were, first off, you were so prepared to call me a liar as soon as the video started.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, like Anne, it kind of brings you to checking them out a little bit more. We should be getting an Astro comeback this year. I think Fantagio has told us.
Fingers crossed.
But Fantagio's not the best company, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but if they make a comeback, though, I'll be definitely looking forward to it. So super excited about that.
I am. I'm very excited. I'm glad. Not that I'm hating on Youngwoo or anything, but I would like to see them focus on something besides just him.
Yeah, but again, Youngwoo is the biggest moneymaker as of right now, being all those dramas. So I totally understand from a quote unquote business perspective. So
right. Yeah, I get it. But
yeah. So thank you for watching and listening. Like, subscribe. If you guys have a Astro song that I should listen to, let me know. Who is your bias? All that fun stuff. I can't wait to listen to them more. I'm gonna start adding all their songs to my playlist now.
Yes. Maybe SF9 will be next.
Yeah, that will be a later time. One group at a time, TJ. One group at a time. All right, bye everyone.